Okay, we received here an email from our client, okay, and she said she needs help because, well, let me read so you can understand. Look, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. Our launch in the Chicago market is under a microscope right now. The executive team is breathing down my neck. We are trying to compete with massive legacy fleets, and I cannot afford a messy rollout. I need you to pull our competitor performance profiles and prove a major operational theory of mine. I'm convinced that weather disruptions drastically alter trip durations on Saturdays, specifically for our highest grossing airport cross corridor between the Loop and O'Hare International Airport. The data backs me up. We need to completely restructure our search pricing algorithms and driver dispatch maps for bad weather. I'm sending over our raw relational schemas uh, CSV files, along with a scrap of November 2017 historical weather logs. Can you handle this extraction and test these hypotheses for me if your queries or analysis are sloppy or launch algorithm will fail and it's my head on the chopping block? Please tell me you can this done. Of course, we can get this done. Well, what are we going to do? We will start with VS Code. Okay, in truth, we already did this entire project. Okay, um, I'm going just to show how we did this. Okay, basically we start checking for the quality of the CSV files. Okay, so we start with checking these CSV files, and as you can hear, uh, using pandas tools like .info, .describe, you know. So after checking the CSV files, we could check the 10 neighborhoods that was most popular, okay, from the clients. And look was the neighborhood with the major, well, with clients who were almost the time looking for this neighborhood, okay. Uh, Also, we created this chart. This chart is showing the company of taxis in Chicago that are most popular, and Flashcard was the first one. Okay, in considering the November of 2017, and also we was continuing our analysis. And here this chart shows easily that look is the neighborhood most used, most people search in most part. In okay, um, and here we have the point, the most important point. We did hypothesis test, okay, or test T. We created two, let me see, sorry. Well, first of all, we created a data frame where we could check only only Saturdays. Let me see. There. Only Saturdays. So this data frame I'm looking on for Saturdays because I'm going to check if the one specific day of the week, okay, to make my statistical analysis more easy to understand at Saturdays, and we'll analyze Saturdays, and also we are going to create two different data frames. Okay, we have created one data frame when Saturday have a good weather, and another data frame. Sorry. Um, Yeah, we create a data frame, but also we have to create a series object. But the main point is to create one data frame for good weather and another data frame for bad weather. We applied a Levine test, okay? So it helped us to define if equals var will be true or false. And here we have the, the result set equals true. Nice. And finally, we using the two series object we created here, this and this one. We could apply the t-test. Okay, we are comparing if good weather versus bad weather. There are statistical differences between them. Okay, and here we use SciPy library. We find that there are a statistical difference between both situations when the weather is good and when the weather is bad. Also, we have here a Power BI chart. It was a simple Power BI chart to show this result, okay, because a chart helps people to visualize what the statistical numbers say. A chart makes things more well more easy to understand. Okay, and let me see. Okay, this is a simple chart. Okay, really simple. We have here. We need to improve these levels. It's really small. But well, here we have a good weather, this column, and bad weather. And we are comparing the average duration in seconds. So the average duration of a trip, okay, a tax trip becomes higher, becomes bigger when the weather is bad. Logically, the bad weather, like a rain, make the traffic slow down. Okay, so here is showing things that maybe everyone knows in daily life. Okay, but here we can see these results easily that is a match with all statistical test. Okay, so we can answer to our client that um, well, I already gave the answer here. Based on the highly significant p-value, we rejected the null hypothesis. There is a strong statistical evidence of a real difference in ride durations when it's raining on Saturday. Therefore, the client should review the pricing system to adjust fares according to weather driving delays. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you very much.